Hey, welcome back everyone, Jayborino here, continuing Annihilation. This is Mission 15, Entrance into Risk. After landing on the platform to destroy the RSSI's power generator, Kuduros and his forces returned to their ships in order to plan their next move. As the Edoran's first assignment was underway, Rick managed to find a method of taking care of the last defensive system, the anti-air cannons. Now our heroes are gathering in orbit to listen to Rick's suggestion and prepare for the inevitable invasion onto the main conflicts. Splitting up your defenses effectively is the key to controlling all portal amplifiers. Okay. Continue on hard. Alright, cool. So we still get our same choices here. I'm going to stick with the Sentinel. I'm going to stick with the Energizer, except this time I'm going to go with the Dragoon. I showed what the Instigators look like and what they can do, but I don't see too much of a strategic advantage to them in single player, at least with my playstyle. I quite like the Dragoon myself. Oh, this is nice. I do quite like Mind Control. It's tempting to just go, like, mass Dark Archons, though Ascendants are pretty awesome. Oh, I'm going to do Ascendants. Actually, this is a no-brainer, right? So the Nerazim faction has Shadow Fury, right? Avenger, Bloodhunter, yeah, that's a no-brainer in my opinion. The Vanguards are excellent. Starfighters, I'm going to stick with Corsairs if I even bother to make them. I really like these asteroid bases that Dudekey has created for these missions. They're really, really awesome looking. Your Protoss buddies did real good in their first assignment. Seems like bringing them along for a ride was a good idea after all. Indeed, I was confident that the Edoran would be a good addition to the team. So, what's the plan now, Doc? Well, with the shield disabled, the only problem left is their defensive systems on the surface. The only way that we can be allowed access onto the main facility is by destroying the cannons from the inside. How will we get down there? One of the platforms is used to quickly transport supplies from orbit and into the main facility. If we land on this platform and enter the portal with a small crew, we can destroy the cannons from the inside to allow our remaining units onto the main facility's surface. That's pretty neat. But if the cannons are scattered across the entire main facility, there's no way we'll be able to destroy them all before the RSSI decides to stop our little crew. That is true. My plan was to destroy all the cannons located in a very small area and leave the rest intact. By doing this, we can effectively clear an area completely of cannons and engage with our units through that area without fear of being obliterated. Good plan. We will travel into the portal and destroy as many cannons as we need, but will require Kuduros' force to keep the portal open while we're in there. Kuduros, you copy this? I hear everything. Come, my allies. Let us stand united against the RSSI. Kuduros is just so excited to be allied with these guys. My warriors shall claim this mineral location and form up an army. They know we are coming. Our manipulated brethren have begun fortifying the portal amplifiers, eliminating our access way through the portal. Once each amplifier is under our control, we shall clear the area of fortifications, allowing you easy access to the portal. I shall defend the area until you return. I'm glad we're thinking the same way. Let's go prepare. Seems like you've got it all figured out. As our last assignment went so smoothly, I'll let you guys do your thing. If all goes as planned, we should be inside the main facility within a few hours. Indeed. You guys ready for this? It's imperative that we're ready to move in as soon as Kuduros requests so. We can't waste time. Of course, officer. 'Officer, 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 officer. 'Officer I wonder if we're either playing as the Protoss or we're playing as the Terran dungeon crawl group to shut down the cannons. Or maybe both. Reeves, wait. Something troubling you, Baldwin? Reeves, do you ever wonder how we ended up here? That's an odd question. What's wrong? It's just Rick. I mean, he's gotten us so far, but I continually think back on the actions he did and the things he said on Calathus 4. Nah, Baldwin's following my line of thinking. Remember, we came across as idiots because we believed him so early. Our lives could have been lost that day. And then there's his reasons. What does he actually want? We helped him acquire the truth about the psi emitters, but what now? Oh, believe me, I've been skeptical about Rick for a long time, and I do admit it was foolish of me to trust the guy immediately. At the same time, I immediately recognized his potential and knew that both of us would achieve something good by helping one another. I do apologize for acting so rashly that day, Baldwin. I wanted information. I was determined to discover the truth about the Zerg and the psi emitters. I lacked evidence that Rick was the culprit and wanted to see if he was going to play nice if we helped him. During my time, I've been known for taking risks in order to get the information I need, similar to how I let the Zerg loose in the Netmac caves even though you guys weren't particularly happy about it. But by making that decision, we made one less enemy. Likewise, that day with Rick was simply one of these risks, and in the end, it was what got us this far. Sure, but what now then? Rick is helping us, but for what? I get that we've kind of forced him to, but he must have his own agenda, right? I understand that you ask. Every day I see Rick slowly getting more willing to help us out. He appears to be wanting this too. I was personally starting to wonder myself, so I decided to have a little chat with him. Yeah, what did you find out? Rick had heard the rumors about the psi emitters, how the Zerg had begun advancing on different worlds, seemingly without reason. Initially, they were a benefit for him. Because of the attacks, people requested assistance from outlying sources, where mercenaries like the Spec Ops operatives and Rick's schematics were among those heavily requested. However, all that started to change when the attacks began increasing in frequency and strength. People were eventually running out of money to pay for these additional services, so few, mostly professional companies, were chosen to increase the chances of getting things done. Suddenly, the demand for Rick's services decreased substantially as a result of prioritizing the best companies. Ah, so the RSSI is indirectly ruining his entire business, and now he wants to put an end to it? Yep, that's the info I got. I suggest we keep an eye on him. He may have done a great job so far, but the guy's been nothing but an asshole since we allied with him. I know you hate him, Baldwin. We're all aware. As long as he's helping us, we can progress without many delays. However, we have to remember that it was an unfriendly allegiance that got us here in the first place. Right. Okay. I can get behind that. So it seems like Dude Key specifically included that dialogue section to assuage people's fears about Rick. There, I've marked the position of all 4 portal amplifiers. Once all are active, the portal will need time to activate. Additionally, I'm picking up a reasonable number of RSSI troops mobilizing close to the platform. Watch yourselves.
I am resuming control.
Okay, we have Kaduros again. Reactivate the portal amplifiers. Where's Voradin? We could have used his help. He's rebuilt the Edoran society back on whatever planet that was. I forget what it's actually called. Kaduros must survive. Clear out the Protoss defenders. Okay. So I was reading on the forums about this map. Apparently it's a toughie. And there's an enemy base that's like down in the bottom right. That's like the main enemy base that we're not supposed to attack. And I think he specifically made the defenders have double damage or something like that so that you would leave them alone. I think. Unless that was a different map. But I'm pretty sure it was this one. Let's go ahead and start getting gas early. I'd like to find some sort of air location. Now, we've got 3 defensive locations and then low ground down here. So we could make like a pylon farm down in this area in our you know, forges and such, but otherwise we're going to need to make defensive structures up in that area. So yeah, it seems like, yeah, we're mostly defending, what, 3 paths here, here, and here for now, and I'd like to find an expansion. Maybe there's one behind us, because again, if there's a main enemy base down in this area, then maybe there's something in between us and them that we can take advantage of. But I'm not sure. In the meantime, I'm just going to be making Dragoons and Energizers because we can afford them. We just get a nice ball of Gateway units with, you know, we've got our Vanguard, maybe get a couple Ascendants. Dark Templar, actually, is what I need to rush to, and I'm going to do exactly that. So I'm going to get my Dark Shrine. They will just absolutely clear out ground units, so we just get Dark Templar Dragoon as a nice little combination. We get Kaduros who can buff our armor and shields and such, and we should be in really, really good shape. I'll also go ahead and get a Forge so we can start throwing on some cannons. What would be really helpful is if we had some sort of ability to warp back to base. Like a recall ability. We don't have any sort of mothership core or anything like that, because that's where, like, if I'm pushing out in a specific direction and I want to try to take a portal amplifier and then we come under heavy attack, I have no way of getting back in a reasonable amount of time. So either way, you know, we're getting our stuff set up pretty quick. Come on up here. Good lord, that's a large attack. Let's go ahead and buff everybody and zip-zop through these. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, that's a... Kaduros is a very, very good hero. Let's never discount good old Kaduros. Ground weapons. And I'm very reluctant, maybe too reluctant, to build too much defense until I really see what's out there. Okay, we're going to need more gateways, that's for sure. So let's do that here, and even down here. And then another pylon. And our Dark Shrine is done. So once our gateways are done, you know, again, I'm mostly focusing on Dragoons because we're going to need anti-air no matter where we push, but I can't be 100% sure. Either way, I still want to be moving... I'm going to check down here first, because it seems like the enemy bases are up here, so I'd rather try to feel out for where that main enemy base is first, so that I really know where my limits are on this map. Does that kind of count as cheating? I mean, I have some additional information that some would not otherwise have, so I suppose yes. But ultimately, I don't see it as that much of a problem. Okay, slowly but surely, and again, if we had some sort of recall ability... in order to get home once we came under attack, because you saw those enemies. They came with a pretty large force. We need to be able to repel those attacks. And we're going to have to split our forces. We're going to need a defensive force and an offensive force. If the enemy doesn't bring detectors, though, we're in very, very good shape. So I'm going to get more Dragoons and then Dark Templar. And this force I feel better about. I'm going to take these units and let's go and see what we can find. And again, this may be a mistake moving out so early, but the sooner we can go... Now, is this like the... Okay, there's a base here. We may be able to take this. All right, Kaduros, go ahead and... let's go ahead and get our shields back. There are a few air units here. Kaduros getting crazy. And now we're being attacked from over here, so... Oh, God, pylons. No! Okay, Kaduros, your job is to come back. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Oh, it's really, really unfortunate that this is happening right now. Kaduros, we need you to zip-zop through. Okay, or not. Kaduros is just going to have to do this himself. We did clear this base out. I think that was worth whatever we lost, which was, what, a gateway? Definitely worth it. So now what we've done, and I'm glad I checked, there might even be another one further back, but I'm not sure, is now that we've taken this, we know the enemy is going to come from over here. We can secure this location as opposed to up here. And I think that is key. So let's fortify these two locations. Just like that. And then come back. And now we have an extra base. That's actually really huge. Let's go ahead and get another forge. Rebuild that gateway. And this area up here, I imagine, is going to be getting attacked as well. We have our Dark Shrine, probably a Robo Facility. I'm going to get a Templar Archive, actually, so that we can get some Ascendants. Let's go ahead and throw down some more. And let's get our Templar Archive up here. Now, they haven't attacked me up here. I'll throw down a couple cannons. Not too many. I mean, we are getting attacked pretty heavily from this location, so I can't be too careful, but this should be okay for now. The next attack, theoretically, will come from down here, but I can't be sure. Okay, and, you know, shield batteries. The earlier you build the shield batteries, the better, because it allows them to build up energy. Now, we still have a nice force. I'm going to leave them back here, and then build a couple Dark Templar to defend. Yep, here they are. I should have expected this. Just in time for these things to die that I just built. Get in there, Dark Templar. And again, they have no detection, so Dark Templar are going to help us defend very heavily. Get in there with the Shadow Fury. So that was a slight waste, right? Unfortunate. Okay, and then move back. So we have 3 ramps to defend. Dark Templar, again, are going to be very, very, very important. Okay, so let's go ahead and hotkey these and just get as many probes going as possible. And we've got this set up, sort of, and we have to reset up defense up here, so... The question is where they're going to come from next. It's probably cycled. It's probably like... Oh, I got tabbed out. It's been a while since that's happened. Whoops. Okay, we're back now. So, you know, it seemed like it was this side, middle. And if they keep up that sort of consistency, then we're in really good shape. But they may not. I really, you know, there's no way I could really know that. So, why don't you come on home? And I am churning out probes from both locations. I have a nice defensive force right here. I don't feel really worried about anything at this... Oh, excuse me, at this exact moment. Okay, we'll keep getting upgrades. Let's get shields. Let's get level 2 weapons. And then we'll start pumping out some Ascendants as well. Do we have any upgrades we can get? No, it seems like everything we have is already upgraded. I mean, there's no Ascendant upgrades, so that's nice. Okay, keep this up. And again, just focusing mostly on probes right now, because I feel comfortable defending against attacks. We have a nice sized force right here. It's just getting them to a location before it gets totally wiped out by RSSI Protoss. Okay, we have gas, so let's get a bunch of energizers. And we can do, you know, monoliths as well. Might be a good choice. Let's go ahead and throw down some shield batteries and start defending this location as well. And again, shield batteries, the earlier you get them, the better, in my opinion, because they, you know, we want them to stockpile some energy. Okay, let's not... Okay, here... Oh, now they're over here. Cancel, 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 cancel. Let's get on over here. I gotta be careful Kuduros doesn't bite it during these attacks, because he's just up there, you know, running through stuff. All right, so we lost our pylon. That's fun. Let's go ahead and get a cannon back here. We got to try to rebuild these defenses, and I assume that means we can expect an attack down here. These attacks are not a joke. They are pretty large. Okay. Oh, my God. Goddamn mirages. Okay, now space, as usual, is becoming an issue. It always is on these types of maps. Again, it may seem like there's a lot of space to build, but not really. I would hope they don't come from over here, too. That would be a nightmare. Dude Key is watching this laughing. He's like, yep, they're going to come from over there. Haha. Okay. That amount of cannons is probably good. Let's lay down another shield battery. And I could go looking for another enemy base, too. Okay, great. And now we've got probes. I'm going to saturate my gases, because, again, I've got money, but not gas right now. And we just need to start finding locations for more gateways. Just like here and here. That's fine. And then we're going to build more cannons. And then maybe even some monoliths back here, but that's going to block my other units. That's a big problem. What we can do is make some cannons, or make some pylons here. Some pylon coverage all around here, and just make monoliths kind of in between, because they should have the range. The question, you know what I could do is get some observers. If the observers can spot which direction the enemy is coming from, that'll give me a ton of extra warning. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get 3 observers. Might be a little too many, but I think it'll be worth it. I'm going to put pylons back in this area where I don't ever intend on going. Okay, and we are fully saturated. Let's go ahead and take 3 probes and set them up there. What's going on with this? Oh, it's like glitched into the... Not really glitched, but there's something with the terrain there where it's coming out of the bottom of the cannon. That's interesting. Okay, and I think I'm going to just stick with Dragoons right now. And then eventually Colossi, and then we want to make, like, some hotkeyed forces where we do, like, a mix of Dragoon, Colossus, Dark Templar, so that we can split them amongst these areas here with the portal amplifiers. Now, I don't know if we just need to grab all of them at one time and then be ready to go, or what. I'm not 100% sure on that. So, okay, so this is now when we're going to want to start throwing down monoliths, like here. Because these monoliths can see well beyond into where the enemy is coming from. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. It's quite expensive, but I think it'll be absolutely worth it. Cool. And then it looks like they're coming from up top, the one area that I didn't have really ready to go. Okay, so... Oh, can they see? Okay, they are... I think they are bringing observers. Awesome. I should have expected that, but that's okay. Okay, so I really just need enough... I think I need enough air to... not air, but I need enough gateways ready to warp in case we start getting attacked very heavily from one specific direction. So that's why I'm going to start setting this up. And then come on down here and make a robo support bay. We can start making some ascendants. Never mind. Sentinels it is. And perhaps with what we have, we can start going... Okay, using F2 is going to pull all of my observers, unfortunately, so we have to be a little careful about that. Okay, monoliths coming in. And the thing is, if we're attacking up in this direction, I think the enemy will leave it alone.
Our warriors are being ready.
Or leave me alone, rather. Okay, restore shields right there. Keeping an eye on Kuduros. Zip zop through. That's so good. Alright, now run away, Kuduros. And we'll use all of his stuff here rather soon. Okay, so we need to open this guy up. Kuduros, run away. Restore your shields. Okay, and yeah, that's very, very heavily defended up there, so we have to wait. Start getting more Dragoons, because they're kind of what survived that big attack. Here's my question. If the enemy attacks me from this direction, if we kill all of their... If we kill all of their directional attacks, or kill all of their production from up there, will they leave us alone? Good lord. Okay, these attacks are enormous. This seems way too large of an attack for a hard level as opposed to a brutal. This is like way too large. That's just my personal opinion, but it's absurd how large those attacks are. I understand we have access to really good units, but I'm just kind of basing this off of what I've seen from a brutal level campaign from a Blizzard style map. This is like absurdly large. Okay, can we get Colossi now? Yes. We absolutely are going to need those. And yeah, I'm not being like very negative about that. I'm just pointing that out. Like the challenge here is noticeably harder than I think most everything else we've seen from this campaign on this difficulty level so far. Now, obviously we're moving further into the campaign, so it's going to get harder. I'm just saying there should be some consistency in the level of challenge that we see. Okay, so we're 2-2 rather. I could get Void Rays as well. I might want to throw down a Stargate so that we can start getting some air units. And we're already running out of money. It's pretty wild. Gotta wait for more of our gateways. And we already threw away a bunch of money, unfortunately. So here and here, we need more Colossi. Probably Vanguards as well. Those can nuke down ground units very quick. And it seemed like Dragoons were kind of the way to go, frankly. We needed a lot of anti-air from those buildings. And again, if we get rid of these buildings, they'll stop sending units to attack us. Maybe there's a base over here we can take, or maybe it's just a random nexus. I don't know. But again, if the attacks respawn, then we're fucked. So hopefully they're not. I may just wait for the next main attack. Got some Ascendants there. More Zealots. Here they come. And give me some Psionic Orbs, buddies. Okay, that's pretty darn good. That is pretty darn good. Okay, and these look like the units that they had. You know what, I'm thinking now we take what we've got. I'm going to get a bunch of Dark Templar to help us nuke down buildings, a bunch more Sentinels that can, regenerate themselves. And let's move on up here. Oh my god, look at the amount of Colossi they have. It's crazy. Alright, I'm just keeping an eye on Kuduros right now. Kuduros, we need to hotkey you to 1, I think. Okay, recharge shields. I think I just recharged nobody's shields right there. Perhaps Dark Archons would have been the correct choice. It's hard to say. Okay, keep getting in there. And yeah, anti-air is what we need. So I'm going to get some more Zealots, and I need some Chrono... some Chrono boosts. So we're going to get some Energizers. Yes, perfect. Move on up. And we need somebody to cast the pylon field here. Kuduros is out of energy. Yes, destroy these production facilities. Yes, yes, yes. This is exactly what we need. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And it seems like there's something across this bridge which is sending more units our way, unfortunately. Get rid of the interceptors, because I don't have enough dragoons to honestly focus down this stuff. Almost have enough dragoons. There we go. Now we can warp in a bunch. Crap, now they're attacking me from over there. Alright, back up. Attack. And destroy this nexus, and then we have to back up and defend ourselves. Now, hopefully, our emplaced defenses are going to survive this. Not very well, unfortunately, but I'm heading back. I need to cross this bridge and get rid of whatever's over there as well. I mean, that's the actual conduit that we need to destroy, but... Okay, so that's gone, and I think that's a big deal. Maybe we weren't supposed to attack that so early, but I did, and what it's going to do is allow me some breathing room to avoid enemy attacks, I think. Now, we're almost mined out here. This base is still good to go. Let's go ahead and remake these defenses. Here and here. Okay, and then more Kadaran monoliths, because apparently this is the big area to defend. We still have a nice-sized force. We're short on Vespian gas, which is about what I would expect at this point of the map. Okay, so now, again, I don't know which direction they primarily come from. Let's start moving in this direction. I'd like to get some more Dark Templar. They'll really help me clean this up a lot faster. Go ahead and recharge some shields. Okay, and then move in Dragoons. You are our heroes, you are the light, you are the way. Okay, so let's wait. I'm not going to leave anything there. Bring in our firepower men. The amplifiers have got to remain deactivated until our guests are eliminated. We have a lot of sentinels. This is actually great. RSSI Assault. Watch out, the RSSI are starting to react to your actions. They will attempt to deactivate the portal amplifiers as you take control of them. Defend them all successfully in order to reactivate the platform portal. I want to get rid of everything that's at each of these places first. Then we'll split our forces. Because of our Dark Templar's cloaking field, the porting amplifiers are unable to pick up their presence. We may be able to use them to defend, but we need our other units to maintain control of them, okay? Let's head on over here. There's the RSSI attack. The RSSI have reclaimed a portal amplifier. Our objective is delayed. Okay, so yeah, the RSSI forces are here. So as we take control of them, they start sending forces from down this ramp. What's going on over here? Let's make Dragoons and Dark Templar. Okay, so again, I'm not going to take control of these again because it's going to trigger RSSI. So once we're ready, we'll go ahead. We'll send a unit or two to each one, and then we'll leave a bunch of units up here to catch the RSSI as they try to run out at us, because that's what I anticipate. Okay, we don't have any Colossi, which we really need, or Vanguards. We have no heavy hitters at this point, which is tough. Okay. And I'm watching out for Kuduros. His health is kind of low. He does have health regen. Okay. You guys all move in. Okay, and this is going to trigger RSSI again. Let's just wait for them. Kuduros, one of the amplifiers, has been deactivated. Okay, so here comes RSSI. I don't know why they're all... I wonder why they're actually damaged. That's strange. Seems like the Protoss here actually are rebuilding their stuff, which is quite interesting to me. All right, Colossi, great, and we're almost completely maxed out. So I would say we're just about done. Yeah, and then we'll have to split our forces to properly hold all of these. Now, I don't know if we have to, like, straight up defend them with cannons or something. Obviously, we will find out. I'm not sure at this point. We may have to rebuild some sentinels as well. Kuduros, go ahead and recharge shields. Does he get health back? I thought he had some health regen. Apparently he does not. Gotta be careful. Meanwhile, we're going to send these units down here. Here's the RSSI that's trying to retaliate. Okay, we got to get down here, try to save some of this, some of these defensive structures because they are expensive. Kaduros, you're not in there, right? Yeah, I thought he had some health regen. Oh, you know what it is? It's because the enhanced armor. That's what regenerates his health. Okay, so how do we want to do this properly? We want to split half of our units, right? So, like, here and here, we want to send you over in this direction. And then the rest of my units we're going to send in the middle there, and then we'll split them properly. Now, I don't know if the RSSI only reacts when you take them the first time or not, because either way, we've gotten the RSSI to blow their load, and now we don't have to really worry about it as much. We lost some pylons. We're out of money here. We do have a lot of money stockpiled, though not enough to, like, carelessly throw it away. So let's try to make sure we maintain our income here. Wait, we've mined this out too. Yeah, so we have to be a little diligent. I'm going to quick save right now. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And the question is, will the RSSI react to me immediately or not? It did say that it would take time. Yeah, 3 minutes. Okay. There, we've successfully taken control of all portal generators. Okay, excellent. Now hold the towers active long enough for the portal to reactivate. Lose control of one, and you'll have to start the process all over again. Kaduros, one of the amplifiers has been deactivated. Not quite. Oh, they moved too far away. That's why. Okay. I applaud you for getting back the amplifiers and all, but I would really appreciate if you could actually try to maintain them. So we need to hold position a unit on top of them. That's for sure. Hold position. And hold position. And then what's going on here? Protoss attacks. We need Dark Templar, I think, right now. And Dragoons. And we are maxed out, unfortunately. I could just assume I'm going to survive long enough to, make this happen. It's going to be close. Also, where's Kaduros? He's down here. He's fine. Okay, and I've got something on hold position for every single one of these areas. Those are quite annoying. 1 minute, 50 seconds. And again, as long as we've got... Oh, I need an observer very badly, but it's... Oh, it's depowered. You guys need to get up here. I'm going to send these Dark Templar up here, honestly. At this point, I just need to survive. I don't really care about my base. We should be fine. I mean, we're losing stuff up here, but it's ultimately not the end of the world. We get these guys up here. Throw down a pylon just in case. Okay, it must have run out of energy. Good for me. Just stay on hold position. Just stay on hold position. Give me some Dark Templar. Oh, did they move away? 50 seconds. I think we should be able to do this. This one is kind of hurting, but we should be okay, again, as long as we have one unit on hold position at every location. Oh god, they're sending those commandos that do a ton of damage. 30 seconds. I'm going to quick save right now, just in case something really bad happens. I'm going to take one of these, well, turn this into a thing. We have no income, that's right, so we've spent all of our money. This has gotten really intense. And this is the one side that's in the most danger, but this is why we have Dark Templar here. No, 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 no! God. Oh, we got it. We got it. The portal's been reactivated. Oh, that was close. Okay. So now what? We need reinforcements and amplifiers lost. It happened at, like, the same time. Okay, I have to load... I'm going to load this up again because something weird happened. Because it seemed like we lost an amplifier at the last second. So I need to... I'm going to move those extra Dragoons that I built up to that last amplifier. Because that should be able to hold it. And yeah, I'm not sure what happened, so... Yep, splitting up your defenses effectively. I should have set up cannons, too. I don't have the money. That's kind of the big problem. So you guys need to move up here. And you just move all... You Dragoons just move all the way back. Oh, they're coming in with, like, Hercules transports. That's interesting. Okay, you guys come on down. There we go. Portal is now reactivated. So... Waiting for this to happen. Kaduros just leave. And is this supposed to be ending at some point? I am unclear. I need to run over to these defensive structures, I guess, with Kuduros. So, perhaps... Oh, because we need to clear out the Protoss defenders. That's why. Okay, we're about back to where we were. The difference, and one thing I didn't realize is, yeah, you got to clear out all these Protoss defenders first. For some reason, it didn't really click with me that we needed to be holding all of the portal amplifiers while the Protoss were already dead. I thought, like, oh, clear out the portal amplifiers, hold them for 3 minutes, objective done, then go finish off the Protoss. So all I've done differently now is destroy the Protoss defenders. Fun fact, buildings can hold the portal amplifiers. Now we know. So what I'm going to do is split up some forces. You'll notice this time I took DTs. Not a big difference, but that's what I did. Set up a few cannons here, shield batteries, and I'm going to go ahead and move up some units up to take this one. So the only difference is I took Dark Archons. Now, the Dark Archons have allowed me to snag some units for free, and has actually been quite helpful being able to do that. So, we got some Void Rays, we got some Carriers, things that I never, I would not have purchased these things, but, now I have them, and it's quite helpful. Kuduros is up here. That's good to keep track of. Let's go ahead and grab a Carrier and some of these forces and move them over here. And like last time, we're going to hold position here with 1 unit, and then move out and try to hold on to the rest of the stuff. So 3 minutes, we're ready to go. You go ahead and just hold position here. You guys get out here and support our cannons. This area is sort of on its own. Okay, hold position. And Carrier, hold position. We should be good. We do have some Dark Archons to use Confusion or something. So 3 minutes. We should be okay here. And Kuduros is here, so he can kind of hold this very much by himself, I'd say. Liberators are kind of annoying. You know what I didn't do this time was get Observers to hold off against these Cloak Banshee attacks. Kind of annoying. I mean, I don't know what I could really do about it. Yeah, Dark Templar doing just a great job. There we go, and it's they'll eventually run out of energy, so that's what we have to do. A minute 30. Now, I haven't gotten credit for clearing out the Protoss defenders, which scares me a little bit, because I have destroyed all the Protoss. Yeah, I don't know really what else to say, because I, as you can see on the minimap, I cleared them out, so we'll see what happens here. Okay, and, DTs clearing out. Even these commandos can't stand up to my DTs. With Shadow Fury, very good. And again, this mission feels slightly uncharacteristically hard, but it's also possibly because I wasn't very clear on the objectives. So, both of those things are possible. I'm kind of a dummy sometimes. Go ahead and pop your thing, Kuduros. 50 seconds. I'm going to quick save now that I feel like I have it. I quick saved too late in the last playthrough, so I had to replay this entire mission, which is exactly why I've had which is exactly why I have different units this time. I wonder if I could mind control the commandos. That'd be cool to grab those. This one I feel very safe with. This one maybe less so. I'm gonna pop open this guy just in case we want to warp in, but we are still maxed out. Dark Templar again should be able to clear this stuff out just fine. These I forget what they're called, but they're so cool looking still. Okay, 6 seconds. And yeah, so I feel like since I cleared out the Protoss defenders, perhaps this should have ended properly, and it has not. Okay, still nothing. I need to take some units, I guess, and move up and try to... Where's Kuduros to? I want to bring Kuduros. I don't understand why this has not ended, and it's a little frustrating. We need to grab a few units from each location and bring them up here and try to just end this. And of course we're going to run into a bunch of RSSI as they're dropping in. I should have expected that. The carriers are helpful. Don't tell me it's this one fucking Void Ray. Don't tell me. Yeah, it was. It was that one Void Ray. Maybe just make it buildings. Maybe just make it so that all the buildings are destroyed. That would be for the best. Because the buildings back here by the portal must have built one Void Ray to reinforce that area after I had thought I had cleaned it out, and that's why that happened. But we did it. It was close. After a slight mistake on my part. Fantastic job clearing out the area, Kuduros. We're ready to move in. We will have to take caution once we're inside the main facility. There'll be an entrance into Risk. We have additional forces on the way to our position. We will surely need assistance. Indeed. I wonder if this is going to be the same mission or not. Good luck, brave allies. May the Kala allow you to be successful. Kuduros, go help him out, buddy. I guess his abilities wouldn't be too conducive with them because, you know, shield restoration doesn't help too much for Terran. I think this is the same mission, so now we're inside the complex and we have to shut down the AA guns. Here we are. This place looks mighty familiar, doesn't it? I suppose it's finally clear who built the facility back on Calathus 4, huh? We've got to work quick. Rick, what's the situation down here? The defensive cannons are scattered all around you. I've calculated an exact amount that will have to be destroyed in order to give us enough space to safely enter the facility directly. A little note. They're heavily protected by Malric's best forces, though. Let's hope you have what it takes to handle them all. Thanks for the heads up. You guys ready for this? I'm gonna have to take a moment here to see what all of our abilities are again. It's been a while since I've used these forces. So quick save now. Protective cloaking. Reeves has received the ability to his cloaking fields. Special ability allows Reeves to temporarily cloak the selected unit. While cloaked, the unit receives bonus movement and attack speed. Oh, cool. So we can cloak other units. That's pretty neat. Using this ability on regular units will grant them a 25% bonus movement attack speed with 9-second cloak, and can store multiple charges. Okay, kids, marking the cannon locations now. Destroying these should be sufficient for us. Emergency med pack. Fairing and Arrow can now use emergency med pack. This will instantly restore 125 health. That's great. Okay, so Arrow, steady shot, concentrations aim. That's right. So he's got the big nuke. Emergency med pack. Let's see. Fairing also has the same thing. He's got a nice grenade, so that's a nuke in an area. Reeves has energy charge, which stuns, is very, very good, and then the protecting cloaking field. It's just remembering to use all this stuff is challenging. Adrenaline rush is good, and then plant C4. Just gotta remember to use all these things. Okay, so this is like a whole nother mission in a mission, which is pretty neat. It just depends on what we're up against here. Let's see. So Reeves is 1, Baldwin is 2, Fairing is 3, Harris is 4. So 4 is single target nuke, 3 is area nuke, 2 is building attack, and then 1 is stun. Oh god, I'm gonna have trouble with this. I'm gonna have some serious trouble with this. We can't get through here.
Take it easy, Sparky.
Thought maybe I could like blow the doors open or something. We just have to go around, it looks like. I'm gonna try to get this one in the upper left first. Okay, we lost 1 Marine carelessly. I don't really care too much about that, honestly. I know that I should. Okay, nuke, or yeah, grenade, there we go. And again, trying to remember to use this stuff. Really, really trying here. Can we use, yeah, we can use C4 on the debris. That was a lucky guess, alrighty. And we will check that later. For now, let's head on up to... This is also invulnerable, perhaps?
Anytime you're ready.
Okay, yeah, we need C4 to blast our way through a lot of this stuff. Okay, let's just auto-attack our way through this stuff. Not too much of a problem. Alright, back up. Okay, well, I'm losing my extra Marines. I don't really care that much about that. It's just... It's tough. Alright, we snipe this guy. There we go. And then Barry Baldwin, go ahead and set up a C4 charge. Cool. So as long as we keep our medics alive and then our heroes, I don't really care too much about this. Okay, and, you know, we lost our Marines, but now, you know, we've also got our hammer security, so that's fine. We have 1 War Pig left. It would have been nice to keep them alive. It would have been nice, but, you know, I'm not very good. So, do we need to use C4? So we gotta use C4 on pretty much all these things.
You did the right thing.
Oh, okay, we just have to A-click them, too, and we can also use C4. Not a big problem. What the fuck is going on down there? Okay, they're pissed. Let's grenade these. Nice. Then we have a breach in Sector 10. Send the incursion team. This is not good. I'm picking up an enormous number of forces on the way to your location. Finish up your work and get out of there if you want to survive through this. To me, that means now we're on. Now we're timed. Okay. And I guess let's go this way. Reinforcements arrive in 8 minutes. Holy shit. We have to destroy all 8 in 8 minutes. Well, we have to destroy 7 more. This is crazy. I suppose let's go. Nuke. Well, grenade, I should say. And I did quick save at the beginning of this section. Warpig moved to the back, and we just have to keep moving, I suppose. We're very close to 2 more. Okay, C4 this. Don't tell me we have to, like, split up or something. We very well might. We don't have C4 right now, but we shouldn't need it. Okay, destroy this. C4 it. And well, there's one back here, too, that we're going to have to backtrack to get. Oh, my word. Oh, it's scary. Oh, it's scary. Get over here and C4 this. Warpig, no? Well, Warpig died. Throw a grenade. And there's a lot of pressure to remember all of your abilities at this section of the map, that's for sure, which makes it quite challenging. How do we get over here? Let's just right-click and see where our units go. I think I fucked up because I needed to come down here first. Crap. Well, we have to backtrack. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. In 6 minutes. This is quite hard. Also, our medics are running out of energy like crazy. Let's just go. We've got our emergency med packs if we need them.
Can't hurt the network. Know what I mean?
And I have a feeling already that we're going to have to restart this. Almost definitely. Okay, throw the grenade. Baldwin back up. Use your normal stim pack. You'll get healed by our medics. And here's the cannon. Okay, and yeah, Baldwin just needs to get healed up. All right, let's go. And we can't get through here, so we have to go back and around, unfortunately. Oh, crap. Well, we shouldn't have skipped that. We should have done that one first, then here, then here. It's just hard to tell, you know, what's connected to what. Our medics need to get some energy back anyway. Baldwin has to put himself into harm's way in order to plant those C4 charges. As if we're lucky, the last 2 will be, like, right next to each other or something like that. In the meantime, I just have to remember we have 2 big nukes. So as long as I remember we've got 2 big nukes, we should be fine.
Looks like you're back in business.
You know, we've got Reeves's nuke, and then we've got Faring's nuke. Those 2 area of effect nukes, I should say. Okay, and let's throw a grenade here. Okay, try to keep what's his name back, Baldwin back a little bit, and let's continue. Go ahead and plant C4 here. There's one right across this bridge, it looks like. Lead with hammer securities, even though, well, he's most likely to die, but that's, you know, maybe what we have to do. Reeves nuke. Let's go ahead and snipe one of these things. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Oh my God, back up. And then use your thing. I should have sniped this thing. There we go. Well, that was closer than I'd like. Okay, go ahead and destroy this. Just use your emergency med packs now so that we can save our medics' energies. Okay, another one down. Oh, God. Oh, God. Faring, get in the front. Let's continue. I don't know where this is leading me. No idea if this is the right way. Only 3.5 minutes left to destroy 4. We're semi on track, but not really. All right, get up there. Throw the grenade. Snipe. And I think we're good. It's not a real snipe, if that wasn't clear. Of course, there's going to be turrets. Oh, my God. Okay, and here's another one down here. Let's lure these guys out, and then stun them with Reeves, and then attack. Okay, Barry Baldwin, come up and C4 one of these. And we're just going to have to wait. And then we're just going to have to kill this one like normal. Okay, use C4 on this in advance, and then start attacking it. Oh, my word. It's going to come down to the wire here, I think. I really hope we can do this. Our medics are, like, completely out of energy. Again, we've got our emergency med packs that I'm using, but Baldwin, unfortunately, does not have one, so we need to keep him in the back. All heroes must survive, of course. Throw a grenade. Snipe this, snipe this. That was good. That was good. Get in the front, get in the front. Oh, my word. Attack this. Throw this down. Oh, crap. We have to backtrack, too. Okay, come on now. And again, the only thing I can really hope for is that the last two are like right next to each other. So we have to come all the way back here? What? Don't tell me we gotta backtrack this whole way. Ah, crap. Well, either way, we'd have to backtrack either from over here or back down here. So 1 minute. I don't think so. I think we're fucked. I may... How do I want to cut this? That's my big question here. The way that this facility is laid out makes it very challenging to do all 8. I suppose maybe I would have had to split my forces in order to get all of them, which, I don't know. That's, it's asking a lot, I suppose. I'll try, but there's no way. I don't think there's any way, but let's try it. Well, who knows if we lose at 8 minutes or what? Maybe we won't. Maybe, you know, we'll still have time. Okay. Let's see if we can come down and destroy this one. Lure all these units over. Okay, nope, of course it just ends. Like there's no, oh, they start coming into the facility. So I'm going to load a quick save and then I'll come back when maybe I'm close to winning. Okay, so let's try this again. I figured let's cut back towards the beginning because I don't want to have to show you like, oh, look, I won, and then be at the very, very end. So what I've done is I've cleared out the defenses over here and here, so that should save me a little bit of time. I could do that for every single cannon, but I kind of feel like that's outright cheating, because keep in mind, the timer doesn't start until after you destroy the first cannon. So you could, like, clear out the complex and then move through and destroy all the cannons, but again, I feel like that's just straight-up cheating. I still have 2 war pigs and a hammer security alive, though I expect that not to last for too long. Alright, the incursion team is coming. Let's just get over here and destroy as many of these cannons as possible. And also, I don't want to skip that one route to take. That's kind of what killed me that one in my first attempt was. Now, I went the... You have to destroy this one down here first, in my opinion, because the way to proceed is right up here, is through this area. So now that that's been taken care of, I think we've saved ourselves. We were about 30 seconds to a minute behind where we needed to be last time. So now I think we're in really good shape. Alright, just throw my nukes in both directions, and let's continue. Let's keep our medics alive. Very, very crucial.
Looks like you're back in business.
Okay, and really it's just having Reeves and Faring's abilities up and understanding which one is on cooldown and which one is not. So let's do this. Lure them to us. Okay, I don't have either one up right now, so we just have to auto-attack our way through this. Let's just stop, move through here. And auto-attack. Great, great, great. So their ability should be up for the next major fight. We'll use his med pack. We still have Cole's ability, too, that allows him to do that thing. You know, that thing. That's really unhelpful, isn't it, for me to say. That thing that allows him to cloak things, which is really, really cool. Why don't you come on here and destroy this bunker, and then we're going to back up. All right, turn and fight now. And again, we're just going to auto-attack through this. Keep this Marine alive if possible. And now we're going to fight through this area. Throw down another. And I don't think we can kill Banshees or they're not susceptible to our nukes. Anyway, let's hit this. And I think we're still good. Let's go ahead and throw a C4 charge. This is really intense and really, really fun, but sort of uncharacteristically hard compared to the rest of the series. I said that earlier in the mission, too. It is, though, unfortunately. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's actually quite fun. Just being on hard difficulty, this feels more like brutal, so I can't imagine how much harder brutal actually is. Let's stun. Let's throw a nuke here, get rid of those medics right away. And we actually just used both of our nuke cooldowns, so we can take a breather here. I'm going to quick save right here. That may have actually been a big mistake. Okay, so I'm going to head down. Never mind, there's some units up here. I don't have my grenade up, so there goes my... my hammer security, unfortunately. Let's continue back down this way, though. What do they got down here? A lot of stuff, actually. Okay, let's stun here, nuke here. There we go. Sounds like we lost our last war pig. We definitely did. Okay, I don't care about that turret, so let's do this. And then heal up with our other units as we wait. Faring, please attack this. Please attack this. Okay, and there's nothing back there. We're going to leave that one turret, not a big deal. Did I lose? Oh, I lost a medic, I think. Yep, and they send units up behind you, too. You know, losing a medic is actually kind of non-negotiable. Anyway, let's continue down in this direction. Again, losing that medic is huge, actually. Do this. Faring, snipe this. Okay, and we don't have any nukes up right now. Go ahead and use your stim pack. your heal pack, whatever it is, and destroy this and this.
Anytime you're ready.
Okay, and we're still kind of on track. It's just we only have one medic, which is bad. It's very, very bad. So do enemies come out and attack me here? Doesn't seem like it. It seems like enemies only come and attack you after certain cannons. So now we have to backtrack and get the last 3, which are up this ramp. This door is closed, unless that door opens after a certain point, but I'm not sure about that. It didn't seem like it did previously. Okay, here's our opportunity to heal up a little bit, get some energy while we wait for the C4. And, okay, so fairing, snipe this thing, and then throw the grenade. There we go, that finished it up right away. All right, use your heal pack. And, okay, so here's one right here. Oh, man, this is intense. Again, it's really, really fun. I like intense stuff like this. It's just, I didn't expect this. And I haven't played with these heroes for a while, so it's hard for me to remember what all their abilities do. So after that first try, I feel a lot more comfortable. And I am doing well in terms of time, but it's going to come down to the last couple seconds. I can already tell right now. Okay, I guess quick save again. And keep going. And attack, and throw a grenade, and stun these. There we go. I don't really... Yeah, we don't need to use Faring's thing, so we're going to keep using these heal packs. And second to last one is here. Is there a Thor? Was there a Thor here? No, just Reapers. Hit this one, and we don't really have anything else. Barry, I want you to go ahead and C4 one of these. Back up. Use a heal pack. Okay, I want you to please heal Baldwin instead, because these guys have heal packs. All right, attack this, throw this down, and it's going to come down to whether we lose heroes or not, I think. Stop healing him. Heal Baldwin, please. All right, one left with a minute. All right, we're very, very, very close. Baldwin, please be careful. All right, attack. Let's throw a grenade on that commando. We got to get rid of those because those do too much damage. All right, kill this fucking turret. All right, hit this. All right, with the snipe, and I think that's it. I think we did it. We just have to destroy this thing in time. Baldwin, stim. Baldwin does not like to attack. I've noticed he specifically doesn't attack when I A-click these things. Woo, okay, it came down to under a minute. I mean, that's the only way it worked, and I kind of cheated on the first 2. Rick, we destroyed the designated cannons. Anything else? Nope, the amount you destroyed will be plenty of space for us to make our move. You best get back to safety. Roger that. Kaduros, keep the portal open just a little longer. We're on our way. Once we return, we'll mobilize our forces to prepare for the main assault. Kaduros has kept it open that long? Jeez, oh man. Considering how challenging the resistance was to keep that portal open, it's crazy to think it's still been kept open. Alright, we have a decent amount of editing. I had to restart the whole mission twice. Well, no, actually, I had to restart the first part once, and I had to restart the second part once. But that was actually really fun. Again, it was uncharacteristically hard. I'm not saying that it was too hard. I'm just saying compared to the rest of the campaign, it felt harder than the rest. I guess the other micro missions were pretty challenging, but I don't know. I think maybe that's probably my only slight criticism about this campaign is the difficulty feels... It doesn't slowly ramp up. I remember I had a lot of trouble with Mission 3, and then I had a lot of trouble with, I forget the other one. There's like a Protoss holdout. Like, I had trouble with specific parts, and I expected, like, start easy, get harder, and it was like kind of like there's an easy, hard, easy, hard, easy, hard, and it's kind of speckled in. So it's the consistency of the difficulty. It's not that something is too easy or too hard. It's about one map being a little too easy and then another map being much harder. Like, I found that this map was a lot harder than the last map. Granted, the last map I had some problems with resources, and maybe that's what it was. The macro section of this map was hard because of resources, and it was the same with the last map. The last map was hard because of, resource constraints. Anyway, that's just my thoughts, kind of a stream of consciousness. I haven't put much thought into it, so, take it with a grain of salt. I did enjoy the second part of this mission, though. It was very intense. It takes some practice, so just make sure you utilize saving. All right, well, this has been JayborinoPlays. Thanks so much for watching. I've got some editing to do. I'll see you next time. Bye.